Good evening, everyone, and before we make the real introduction and actually get this thing started, the drivers wanted to, well, no, wait a minute, we do have drivers already out on track for a minute. So never mind, y'all ignore that. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you and do our real introduction here. Or, well, if you want to sit right there for a minute, Bowie, we can do what we had planned. Y'all, we did suffer a community loss over the week, and the drivers wanted to observe a moment of silence for Fan of Balls, one of our co-commentators, and I'm gonna shut up now so we can observe it, and as soon as the drivers hit the track, we'll do our real announcement. And thank you everybody for the moment of silence for Fan of Balls. And just real quick before we do make the final introduction, this Saturday night we will be having a F1 race in his honor and a Project Cars 2 race in his honor. It will be at the usual time, so make sure y'all check that out. And let's see if I can let me get a little bit of excitement, try to get a little excitement drummed up here. Chef, I see you, and I will talk to you in just 1 second. Oh, never mind, what you said needed no response. Hello everyone, and thank you once again for joining GAVRA Racing. We are here at Watkins, Glen in the fantastic Ferrari 333 SP LMP 900 cars. And as my co-commentator, it is my pleasure to introduce Bowie.
Hello everyone.
Well, Bowie, I think we are going to be in for one hell of a race tonight.
I think it will be. It's going to be a very challenging track, so I hope it's going to be interesting to see what everybody's going to be doing, because it's quite difficult track, like I said. Some turns really need to be very ballsy to try and get a good lap in. So I'm going to especially the race is going to be very interesting to see how much they're going to be able to do side by side.
Oh yeah, definitely. And yeah, real quick, y'all, as you can see from the track map up there, and I already said Watkins Glen, which is 5.42 kilometers or 3.37 miles long, 11 turns, some of them very fast. There's one or two that are very tricky. The chicane, Bowie, on this track is, I have to admit, I put it in the wall every time I try to go around.
Yeah, same for me. It's very hard to get the chicane right at a good speed. It's either you try too much and go on the inside and hit the barrier on the inside, or you just go a little bit too fast and then overshoot the second chicane that's going to send you spiraling into the tire barrier on the left there. So
yeah, definitely very difficult. And as y'all can see, these racers have 10 minutes practice, 10-minute qualifying, approximately 80-minute race. They have 50 laps in store for them. I think this is actually going to be a fantastic 50 laps. And just a real quick reminder of our podium and driver of the day last week at the Daytona Road Course. Flip pulled off first, Alochamps had second, Interceptor was in third, and K-Morse earned himself driver of the day. Which K-Morse really did have a great run last week, didn't he, Bowie?
Unfortunately, I wasn't there last week, and I watched only a few spots of the stream, so I can't really say too much on that one, to be honest.
I forgot. You know, see, there I am. I'm trying to walk and chew bubble gum. That's going to have to turn into I think my catchphrase is y'all's commentator. Because I mean, obviously, I forgot that Bowie wasn't even here last week, and you would really think that I would know that you weren't.
I believe it was Ryan last time, wasn't he?
Yes, it was. Ryan Rubio was awesome enough to step in at the last moment. Did a really nice job. It was good to see him show back up and get a chance to jump back in the commentator's box for a night.
Yeah. I've raced with Ryan before in the last GT4 season that we've done, I believe, here on GAVRA League. We were pretty much the KTM factory team, to be honest. We were the only ones with the KTM factory team livery that was. And gotta say, we did some pretty good stuff, and it was really nice driving together with him. It really felt like we had pretty much the exact same pace. Pretty much every race is battling each other, having some good teamwork going on there. So, really great guy, really is.
Hey Pete, how you doing? And well, Bowie, I just noticed we got 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna pull these guys' standings up real quick and get those done and get them out of the way, and so we don't have to go back to the lobby. I have the team standings, and I figured we could go over the standings for all of the project cars during that time. But let me see if I can, how good I am. See if I can get this done in 2 minutes, everybody. Flip has 51 points. He's in the lead, followed by Aloe Champs with 48 points. Interceptor with 48 points. Hodgker with 33. Dr. Fiend with 27. Agulator with 24. Snaker with 15. Mike HLB also with 15. A little bit of runoff between those two.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I always love a good runoff between the drivers in a good points battle.
Yeah.
Faster with 10. Ooh, K-Morse also with 10. Another little points battle going on there. Oh, wait a minute. Chef also with 10. So we have a three-way with those guys battling it out for points tonight. ID4 with 8. Manic UK with 6. And Sig is still suffering with terrible internet, though I believe we may have replaced him, and I need to make a driver a new sticker. Have to get that dealt with. We have Solo Solita. It's been having some really good races, but he has been suffering the over-aggressiveness of the Ferrari, and it's been getting a lot of DNFs, though. I have a good feeling for him tonight, along with Guri69 too. Also, I think going to give us a hell of a show tonight.
I think you're going to be really showing his pace again, so really interested to see what he's going to be doing on this track.
Yeah, I believe so. Him and K Morse too. They both were going to really want to get on the board, and they definitely have the pace. That is for sure. Well, let's see.
And just to be clear, I am switching the cameras for you once again. Yeah? Or...
Yes. Yes, I am
right.
currently on Agulator. And I hit the wrong transition button there. Sorry, everybody. I was meaning to go over to studio. I tried to transition y'all from the game right back into the game. But if nothing else, I showed off my new little transition between scenes. Hope y'all like it. That's what I did it on purpose. That was not an accident. Well, looks like Dr. Fiend is fastest during the practice here.
Yeah, but not too much from Aloe Champs. It seems like he's right on the back of Dr. Fiend with only 33 thousandths of a second. So, if that is the pace for the qualifying, it's going to be very interesting to see, especially with Flip and Interceptor so far down the pace. I remember on Daytona, I believe, they were right up top on P1 together, so seeing them drop down the field is quite shocking, to be honest, to me.
Yeah, it really is. Well, and I guess, Bowie, since I was going to go ahead and let us go over all the standings for all the Project Cars leagues, and that will take a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get us out of their practice and pop that on up on the screen so we don't miss too much of their qualifying, because that is actually where all the action is going to start anyway. Oh, see, and there the transition came up just like it was supposed to at the proper time. I wasn't accidentally showcasing at that time. All right, everybody. In the lead for the team battle for the Ferrari, we have Tuned Beetle with Flip Flip and Aloe Champs. They're in the lead with 99 points. Speed of Light team with Interceptor and Dr. Fiend with 75 points. Third is LGR Motorsport, which is Hodgker and ID4 with 41 points. Fourth is Caraculio Agulator Faster, 34 points. Fifth is Super Racing Elite, which is Snaker and K-Morse, 25 points. Yep, and I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. M&M Racing, Mike HLB and Manic UK, 21 points. Seventh is the Disconnection Kings. Oh, it's SIG. And ESR Chef, very aptly named there, guys. 10 points. And Fumagazi Racing, which is, oh, that is unfortunate. It is Solo and Guri on the same team, so they really need to get on the board. And y'all, I'm going to plow through these other two really fast. I'm sorry, Bowie. I'm going to plow through this real fast here. The McGann standings is Bax in the lead, followed with Lonnie in second. Third is Harry Buddha. Fourth is Marcos. Fifth is Akira Grimm. I know I just said that wrong. Sixth is Boston Rowe. Seventh is... Oh, yeah. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, the Janetta. See? That's what happens when I'm trying to go through this real quick. Once again, back to chewing gum and trying to walk. Obviously, I can't be fast and try to talk either. Donovan is 7th. Pete is 8th. 9th is Savita. 10th is Duke Martin. 11th, Bessa. 12th is Alienzo. 13th is Mike HLB. 14th is TTV Alienzo. 15th, GJDM. 16th, Joanna. And for the Us Tomorrow, the GT3s, we have Casno in the lead. 2nd, Kev Snell. 3rd, Flip Flip. 4th, Dalavan. 5th, Hondax. 6th, Johnny. 7th, Mike HLB. 8th is AA Razy. 9th is Bowie. 10th is the legend Joe Black himself. 11th is UV. I am 12th and doing very poorly. 13th is Toby, fellow commentator. 14th is Daza. 15th, Donkey. And 16th is Reber Racing. And I, once again, said that wrong as well. And y'all, let's get y'all into this game and let Bowie have a chance to talk here.
To be honest, well, first of all, Ruber Racing, you said fine, I believe, so that's going to be good.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
I believe it's Ruber, or it's German like Räuber Racing, but I'm not sure. I don't know. There should be somewhere around there.
Well, I have to admit, my American accent, I butcher the pronunciation of everything.
I put my real name in the, what do you call it, the box to tell everyone who you are. I can guarantee you that every single British or American person will pronounce that wrong.
Oh, I can guarantee
pretty much with every
will.
single person. So it's always going to be something very weird, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, in the meantime, we're spectating Flip Flip. I decided to put on the first screen right now to actually show them how the track along the cockpit view is. And given the fact that Flip Flip's put in a 31.9, that's pretty fast. So that's going to be very interesting to see. And also in the meantime, when you said the standings for the teams of the Ferrari, you said that Flip Flip and Aloe Champs are on the same team, and Interceptor and Dr. Fiend. Now, I said earlier before that Flip Flip and Interceptor were right behind each other battling for P1 in Daytona, I believe it was. But during the practice, it was Aloe Champs and Dr. Fiend right behind each other. So both teammates are really going at it, so it's very interesting to see.
Well, it's good to see them work together, but you know, at the end of the race, they're still rivals, though. So we'll get to see some good competition out of them. And
yeah, that's true.
Pete is rooting for Agulator. And Kev, good to see you in the chat, man. How you doing tonight? Hope everybody's well. It's good to see everybody showing up. For some reason, I had a little trouble getting the link put on the Discord channel, so I'm actually glad that a few people caught the notification and showed up. We're getting a little bit of indication as to who has and has not subscribed and gets the actual YouTube notifications now.
Yeah, when you go and subscribe, you have to click the notifications bell and click it to everything. Not just click the bell and that's it. You actually have to select that you want a notification for everything that the GAVRA Racing does on YouTube. So
Ooh.
it's quite weird how it works, but apparently it's happened to a bunch of other YouTubers I've noticed as well. They've also said it in their videos, so I think there might be a problem on YouTube once again that just does that.
Yeah, they've been changing a good bit of stuff out here lately. They've got a whole new dashboard and all kind of stuff in there. Some of it is a little tricky to use and not necessarily working as it was quite intended.
Yeah.
Kind of like every time when I make the post for the, which actually I'm getting the post for the video on up now, and we'll see if it actually loads in the proper thumbnail or not, which, yep, no, it doesn't. To start with, it always loads the previous live broadcast thumbnail, but once we're done broadcasting and the race is over and it actually posts as a finalized video, it has the proper thumbnail. I don't get it. Definitely something they need to get worked out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kev said he didn't it didn't go off in his notifications either. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't showing it on mine. That's why I was having trouble getting the link on the Discord. It's not showing in my didn't come up in my inbox notifications, but it showed up on my homepage, thankfully. But I guess enough about that. Flip still with the 132, Interceptor 131. Wow, we've got the top four with the 131 down to Agulator. Red 15, okay, Red 15 I believe may be replacing Sig. He's running a 132 at the moment. Wow, we're shaping up to have a pretty tight field here, though we just did lose, looks like we just lost 2 drivers.
Yeah, I've noticed for a while that one of the drivers that wasn't in was Sig, but the other driver that is not here right now, I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Red 15 is replacing Sig. I need to get his graphics made.
Right, okay.
But I'm not sure who was it that we didn't have. You know, that's one of those things I really should have checked the Discord channel and looked to see.
I mean, as long as it works, then, yeah.
Oh. Yep. Well, yeah. Oh, wow. Bowie, everyone now down into, we have 131 with Flip. Manic is our 14th place driver at the moment with a 133. And even, ESR now has the fastest time with a 130.9.
He's into the 130. That's amazing.
Very nice. He may be finding his grip in this car.
I also think that given the fact that Interceptor and Chef are now in the pits, they're not going to try and improve their times. So this is going to be very interesting to see what Flip is actually going to be doing. I think he's coming around the track right now. He's slowing a bit down, I see, but I think he's going to have one shot at this, so he needs a very good lap in and see what he's going to be doing. But the rest of the field also have a chance, of course. But if you look at the last 2 drivers, Faster and Manning, they're 1/1000th of a second apart, even though they're the last 2 spots.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we really
That's
only
amazing.
have 3.5 seconds, or not even really 3.5 seconds separating the whole field. I guess that would be more like about 2 3/4 seconds.
At 2.6 seconds, actually.
Yeah, separating the whole field. And Watkins Glen is very high speed. Definitely not like the Long Beach from last week.
No. Definitely not.
Long Beach was very brutal on the drivers. I think they're really going to enjoy this wide open track. They can let these cars run tonight. Yeah, no, I think we're going to have a fantastic race.
Red also seems to go very fast right now.
I seem to remember Red 15 from a season or two back, and I remember him being very talented and quite fast. He has himself now.
Red is a very good and fast driver indeed. Yeah.
He's sitting in 6th right now with the 131.85, and it looks like he's actually getting a little bit faster too.
Oh, and Egulator in the meantime in 3rd, 0.5 off of Chef's time. And this is going to hold up Flip for sure because he's in the dirty air of someone else. Let's see what he can do. He doesn't improve.
Still, though, I'm sitting here trying to do the math on what is actually separating ESR Chef and Flip at the moment, though. But we've got a 130.97 and a 131.
Oh!
Oh, crap.
There goes Egulator. That was his last shot at a good time, but apparently pushing too hard in the final sector and just spun it around. That curb on the outside is deadly. Just a little bit too much throttle on that curb and you will spin it around like you just saw.
Yeah, there's some of these curbs you can really abuse and literally only have 2 tires still on the track, but some of them, like you just said, you really don't want to hit at all. You want to stay clear of them. Oh, well, if you want to give us our rundown as soon as it comes on up.
You want fast one or normal?
What? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Fast one or a normal one?
I think it's going to go through pretty fast here.
All right, so we've got Chef in pole position, Flip the German right behind, Red 15 in 3rd. Rounding out the top 5 is going to be Egulator and Interceptor, then the Dutchman Mike, Allo Champs, Hiker, It4, and Jur rounding out the top 10. And the final 4 drivers are going to be Solo Sleepback, Fast, and Matthew. It wasn't fast.
Yeah. Oh no, that was actually pretty good timed. Yeah. And of course now the drivers have 2 minutes to be very, very tense in their seat. Bowie, do you actually manage to get a little relaxation in this 2 minutes, or are you like me and just sweaty palms and about to shake out of your chair?
Yeah, pretty much sweaty palms, to be honest.
Yeah, it's I'm always at that last minute making sure I reloaded my setup, reloaded my pit strategy.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yep. Knees weak, arms heavy. I'm so glad I didn't eat mom's spaghetti. Couldn't help it, y'all. I know that was terrible, but I could not help it. But I do admit that song particularly, though, that whole beginning and the whole that song for some reason makes me think of racing for some reason, because you really only you have the one shot.
Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, or whatever. It's pretty much like every single GAVRA race, to be honest.
Yeah, it really is. And we're still waiting for the drivers to get, they're getting, see if I have enough time for a quick shameless advertisement for GAVRA Racing. Go to the website, gavraracing.altervista.org. You can find buttloads of information there. All the links are in the description below the video, along with a link to the Discord channel and a link to the Patreon site if you wish to become a Patreon supporter. We are, after all, completely community driven, and it is everyone from you viewers, drivers, especially the administration, everyone just donates their time to do all of this. And yeah, shameless advertisement over. Maybe we'll get some lights here in a second, Bowie. I was gonna say my palms are getting sweaty.
Oh, my knees are heavy. Wait, what?
What?
My knees are heavy. Never mind.
Oh. All right, so they are sinking in. Oh, this is going to be a tight turn 1.
5
I'm
lights.
excited.
And we're off. For the race of the Ferraris, Chef having not a very good start, but Flip Flip having a great start, I believe. Or it was Chef. No, it was Chef actually still having a very good start. Keeping the position 1 in the race. Interceptor here on the inside. Already climbing up to P4. That's very good for him. Red already at 3rd. He had a great start.
Oh, Red really did have a fantastic start. He's made his way up into 3rd place already. Oh, and here it is. This is the part I've been dreading to see. Oh, this is some magnificent driving by way to see all these drivers coming through there so nice.
Actually, it looked like K-Mars already has a little bit of damage at the front of his car, so there might have been some touches in turn 1 already that we didn't see, unfortunately. But it for sure looks like his grille up front is a little bit bent, so he must have hit somebody up the rear. Or somebody standing still on the grid, of course, you don't know.
You know, now that you say, yeah, it does look like the middle of his grille is crumpled in just a little bit there. Oh, yeah, and he had some black marks down the side. He definitely swapped a little bit of paint, I think, for overall, though, so far, this is a fantastic first lap.
Yeah, still everybody pretty much 1 second apart from each other during 1 lap, so...
I hope they can manage to keep this up. Like we said earlier, this is a wide track, so they should be... Oh! Who was that? I believe that was either Solo or it was Guri. Yep, in the back. Looked like
it was Guri.
That outside tire wall. That off camber right there is one of the more tricky.
That's pretty much one of the most challenging turns on this track, for me at least.
It is for me too. I really have to balance the car very well on the gas and brake coming through there. This uphill that they're fixing to go through here is, you can really pretty much take it flat out as long as you get to the correct line.
Flip on the outside into the chicane, trying to get in front of ESR Chef. Chef still maintaining the P1. Chef really showing his pace right now at the beginning stages of the race. Flip is trying to get around, but he just can't. Especially in the chicane, if you get the wrong side of the track there, he's going to lose a lot of times. Instantly, almost 1 second behind now. In the meantime, I can still see that a lot of people on this track are still pretty much 1 second behind each other. It's giving me nice small, warning signs that shows when everybody is 1 second behind the person up front. I can still pretty much see the half of the field 1 second in front of the other. So it's very interesting to see. And P1 and P2 here still 1 second behind each other. P2 and P3 here still right behind each other. P6 and P5 right behind each other. Then from pretty much 7 until 10 are still right behind each other.
So they have divided themselves into a whole lot of very massive battles then throughout the whole track.
Yeah.
They're going to keep us really busy tonight trying to keep up with all of this.
And also, I just happened to see that when they crossed the finish line, I happened to see one car actually already in the pit lane. We only have 13 runners left, so I'm interested to see how we get the timings right here. Don't really see who is there. I can't see who is actually in 14th right now. We've actually lost someone already, so that's a real shame.
We did. We lost another driver. We started with a full 16 grid, and I think we lost 2 right off the bat from a disconnect.
I think so as well, yeah.
Yeah, Pete says it's a good start. It has been Pete. It's been a pretty good start for everybody. No major incidences, which I have to admit, I thought we may have had a major pileup in the chicane, but thankfully, all the drivers are really on top of it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're happy. They're just really thrilled that this is not Long Beach.
Yeah, I think they are. It really shows that this track is really difficult, but it still maintains a lot of speed. Like I said, I can still see half the field right behind each other on my small timings on the left, so it's very cool to see that everybody is still maintaining to keep their speed right behind each other.
Yeah. We got, who's that? Is that Solo Solita is really putting the pressure on Manic UK. He's trying to get himself in a spot to get a run, but we'll have to see how this plays out in a second. He gets close, but then Manic manages to get just a little bit farther out in front of him. I think for Solo to make this to really gain the ground, he really needs to make a really risky dive down one of these high-speed turns. Now, I don't mean a dive bomb. He just really needs to really push the grip levels of his tires and maybe take a huge risk, which I guess actually may not be worth it this early in the race. See, that's where my only 1.5 years of sim racing works against me. I would do that, whereas all y'all that have much more experience would say, "Yes, Jukebox, you do that. We encourage you to do that."
It also depends on what kind of race it is, of course. Because during your GT3, it's a 1 hour race. So if you be too difficult in the beginning stages or try to take too much action in the beginning stages and you get damaged, you're pretty much screwed for the entire race. But in another community that I'm driving in, they have shorter races. They have let's say a 20-lap race, sprint race, and afterwards a 40-lap race. Now, if you have a shorter race like that, you pretty much have to do those kind of actions to get in front. But for the Ferrari, it's pretty much a 1.5 hour race. You can't really afford to try and push already in the beginning stages like this.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. And I believe we've been seeing a mix of pit strategies too. So far, some of the drivers have been going with a 1-stop, some have been going with a 2, but I think, Bowie, it's like as everybody can see, and I probably should have talked about it earlier, up in the top right-hand corner, I do have the track and air temperatures. We've got a track temperature of 92 degrees Fahrenheit, 33 degrees Celsius. The air isn't bad, though. They've got an air temperature of 59 Fahrenheit, or 59 Fahrenheit, wow, 15 Celsius, so the air's good. They can really close the radiator off a lot, but they're really going to eat up some tires if they've tried to go with the soft compound, and I believe Watkins Glen is actually famous for destroying tires too.
Especially with these kind of turns, it's gonna degrade the tires very fast. And if you are running with the softs, you're gonna have a little bit more pace during the race. You're gonna pretty much have to do a 2-stop race or pit stop race. And if you're running with the hards, you're gonna have slower lap times, but you're still gonna have to do a 1-stop pretty much instead of a 2-stop. So it's gonna cost you a bit of time, but also win a lot of time doing one less pit stop. And given the fact that this pit lane is not that long, you might be able to pull it off, but I don't know if it's gonna be necessary, to be honest.
Yeah, I believe in some of the last several races, a couple of the drivers only took fuel for a quick pit stop and never did change tires. They stayed on the hards, took a little bit of fuel, made a nice quick pit stop, and did really well.
Yeah.
But it was very different track conditions than what we're seeing tonight for the drivers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Long Beach, even though
I think I've also figured out who has gone to the pit stop immediately. Pit stall. We're missing Dr. Fiend.
Oh shit! Dr. Fiend has been putting on some great races so far in this season. He's actually sitting pretty good in the standings as well. Oh, that's terrible.
Just happened to look on the right that it said during the qualifying is still there, that notification that Dr. Fiend is making a pit stop. And I was just going through all the list of all the drivers that are still driving right now, and I don't see his name, so I think it's going to be Dr. Fiend that is now in the pit box right now.
I believe you're right, yeah. Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, he's one of the newer drivers to GAVRA Racing, and he's been doing a great job, which I love to see the new drivers come in and do a great job.
Yeah.
Though I have to admit, I don't always enjoy getting beat by them, but I love to see it regardless.
Definitely, yeah.
Bowie, I'm looking at the timings too. Everyone's still so close all the way down the field. Even Matic and Faster still in the back. They only look to be about a second or two apart. Middle of the field, like you said earlier, a second or two apart. We're not seeing
especially in the back
spread.
with Matic and Faster. They're legit less than a full tenth away or a second away from each other. pretty much 7/10 just between them.
Yeah, everyone has their own little private battles going on here for a little while.
You can actually see it right here, right now. There's only 2/10 between them right now. It's really close. Oh, there we go. Faster actually running a little bit, or Manek actually running very wide there. So Faster having a very good run through that turn.
Yeah, it looks like it really let Faster gain some ground on him there and put him in a great position. Oh, this fantastic camera angle on this shot, Bowie.
Oh, they touch. It's going to be the barrier. Oh, he keeps it out of the barrier.
That's what I saw it coming, and of course the viewer in that barrier was scaring the hell out of me. I was gritting my teeth. I was about to break my controller. I was hitting the brakes for him. I was just like, oh, stop. Don't hit the barrier. Get the car turned. Oh, that was. It was unfortunate, but that was
bracing for impact.
Yeah, I was too. It was just, I was gritting my teeth. I was waiting for it. He did a great job of holding on to the car, but very unfortunate they had that just a little bit of contact there. It looked like he just didn't quite have enough room to go around the outside like he had planned on.
Oh, there we go again. Flip still trying to put some pressure on Chef there. Running a little bit wide through the chicanes. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. And actually seeing Chef running a little bit wide through that long right-hander, sorry. So it's very interesting to see what Flip's going to be doing. He's been putting a lot of pressure in. And I believe yesterday he actually won the Ginetta race, didn't he?
I can't remember if he did or not. I do believe he did very well in it, though. But I've had Flip behind me twice now. Well, a few times already in the GT3s, and I have to say, it is not fun having Flip behind you. What he does to me anyway is he just doesn't try to pass me. He doesn't try to take the outside line. If I go defensive and take the inside, he just jumps right in behind me and stays right behind me, and it's just like, okay, what are you going to do now, Jukebox?
Yeah, pretty much, actually, yeah.
And usually I end up, I can hold with it for a while, but he gets to me. He's good at putting the pressure on, and I have to admit, I can stay in the hot seat for a little while, but eventually the fire burns me, and I take it right on off track or make a big mistake. Oh, and Harry Buddha says Interceptor actually won the Ginetta.
Ah, right.
Interceptor, he's currently in 4th. He's not letting Red 15 go at all either.
No, he's still about 5, 6, about 7/10 off, so he's really putting in quite some pressure on Red as well. And Red actually having a very good beginning of the race. I believe he was in 5th or something in qualifying and now jumped up to 3rd, so that's a very good start for him.
And Harry Buddha, how you doing tonight, man? It's good to see you in the chat. Know you're in here talking to us. It's good to have the company.
Nice to see some people joining in the chat.
Yeah, it is. People talking to us in the chat it's one of those little things that the viewers don't realize how much it actually means to the guys commentating. Even the guys that are doing it on the PS4, and from the PS4, it is very difficult for them to keep up with the chat. But they do a good job of keeping up with it, and even to them, the ones that can't see it all the time and have a hard time keeping up with it, it actually does mean a lot to all of us when y'all show up and talk to us, keep us a little company. Flip is still, I don't know here, Bowie. Chef is doing a fantastic job of staying just in front of him. Chef has got a lot to prove to himself, I think, on this, or he's looking to prove a lot in this race. If I remember right, looking down through the standings, he was all the way towards the bottom and has been struggling in the Ferrari a little bit. So a good podium win may be just the confidence booster he needs in this Ferrari to start really taking it home in this league, I think.
Actually don't know, to be honest.
I was trying to pull it up earlier, and let's see, track can pull it up real quick. Pull up to see just how it was. He was doing in the standings. He's not doing terrible. He's in 11th with 10 points, so he's in a runoff with Faster and K-Morse for 10 points, but he manages to get him a podium position tonight. It's really going to help put him up towards the top in some of the points. Solo Salida and Guri 69, those two also, those are two I'd like to see do pretty good tonight. But yes,
I've actually gone through Discord in the meantime as well to see what the message was yesterday that I remembered from Interceptor. That one, I thought it was Flip, but it's Interceptor. It was yesterday for me at 1:23 a.m., so it was very late. And after he won for the Ginettas, he said to Discord to us all that he is dedicating that victory to Fanta Boss. Because apparently Fanta inspired him to trust his passion, so he's gonna dedicate that win to Fanta. And it's great to see.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, the support from the community really has been pouring out. And Joanna says, good evening to both of us. And Joanna, it is awesome to see you in the chat. You always make for fantastic conversation in there.
Especially when Joe is around, it's going to be one feisty chat.
Oh, see, I wasn't going to say that.
But it's true.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It is true. It does make for a very, very feisty chat, but I don't know, we've got all these battles going on the track. I don't know if I could keep up with the battle in the chat and all the battles on the screen at the same time, though. I mean, pal, you know I can't walk and chew gum. It's all I can do to push the buttons and manage to look at the screen.
And to be honest, all you have to do right now is look at the screen. I'm doing the cameras at this point.
Yeah, and I don't even have buttons.
I'm having a more difficult job at this point. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it looks like K-Morse is going to try to close in on Hodgker here.
Yeah, he's really putting in some effort right here. K-Morse putting in some very good times. So,
well, we know,
especially the last lap for Hiker was a 35.4 and K-Morse was a 37.2. So apparently they've been going at it for a while now. Actually, looking at their times right now, Hiker did a 34.9 and K-Morse did a 34.8. So they're right behind each other, doing pretty much the exact same lap times. So it's very interesting, this battle going on for 7th at the moment. K-Morse actually all over the back of Hiker right now, coming up to the straight. Just very interested to see what's going to be happening.
Oh, K-Morse is really going for it.
On the outside is not the best place to be, but he's right behind him. You can see that big wing from Hiker just swaying from left to right, pretty much just telling him no. And he's not going to let him pass that easily.
Yeah, that
in the meantime, we see Gure actually going inside the pits. We see him pitting.
Oh. Where are we? Lap 12 out of the 50? Oh, that's right. Well, he hit that. Remember, he hit that tire barrier on that off camber, that uphill off camber, about 3/4 of the track. Once again, yeah, very, very difficult turn. I really wish I could say I have not hit that barrier 1.5 million times, but somehow, Bowie, I have hit that barrier more times than I've raced on this track. How that's
same here, pretty much, yeah.
I don't know how it's possible, but yeah. Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm actually gonna have to say that I really have to go to the toilet because I've got to before.
All right, well, I tell you what, I'll put you on mute, and then you just let me know when you come on back, and I'll unmute your mic again. And
right.
I'll keep everybody filled in on what's going on. Yep. All right, so K-Morse is still... You still see his front end crumpled just a little bit. He's yet to go in and get his damage fixed. I really think he's making the smart move because he is keeping pace with Hodgker. If he can stay out with his damage and do his regular pit stop, maybe get it fixed, then he'll stand to do very well. Of course, we now have Hodgker. Looks like Interceptor, sorry. Interceptor is closing in on red 15, trying to put the pressure on him, but Red 15 is having one hell of a night. He's catching all the right lines. I have to say, these drivers tonight are doing a fantastic job of not only keeping up with each other, but doing some fantastic defending through some of these turns. I'm really surprised we have not seen a driver go for a very bold lunge down one of the insides or around one of the outsides. Of course, around some of the outsides, you don't have many places to go on some of them except for a big wall. Turn 1 right here, I always found to be a great place to go for a good lunge, see if you can really get a run on him, but Interceptor not quite able to get a run on him. But both drivers, they're really not taking advantage of the inside of that curb. But nailing the chicanes here perfectly, which is where I always have trouble. GT3 guys, do not listen to that. I believe we do have this track on our list. And let's see, I'm just going to look on farther down the field here. Yeah. So currently we are still sitting with ESR in first. Flip Flip is holding on to second. Or I should rephrase that. ESR Chef is holding on to first, barely defending from Flip Flip. Red 15 is in third, Interceptor's fourth, Aguilator's in fifth. I believe that's Mike HLB in sixth, Hodgker is seventh. Oh, K-Morse is our first driver to actually pick up a penalty for the night. Champ's right behind him in ninth, Solo holding on to 10th. Oh, yep, and Faster in 11th, and Manic UK in 12th, and Guri is in 13th. Guri, I really want to see Guri and Solo both. I'm rooting for those two tonight. They've yet to get any points. I really want to see them try to get on the board if they can. Been having a hard time.
Right, yeah.
And there's Joe. Joe says he is here. He has been from the start. He says he's keeping it quiet. Apparently he talks. No, you don't talk too much, Joe. I love talking to you. You're a great guy. You really are the legend of GAVRA Racing.
All right. I'm going to shut my mouth.
Well, Joe, Joanna, everybody watching, what are y'all's predictions from the race? And y'all go ahead and try to be eyeing who y'all want to pick for a driver of the day, because I was very slack this week. I did not make a card of 4 drivers for y'all to pick from, so next week I will, so you better take advantage of it and while you can pick freely, because next week I'm going to restrict y'all back down to 4. Whoa, that was very close. I was just fixing to say, Bowie, I believe K-Morse is barely keeping him fended off, but I was, as soon as I was going to say it, this battle just really heated up between these two.
I mean, K-Morse did get past, so this is very interesting to see what's going to happen, because Champs is apparently having some very good laps. Champs' last lap was a 35.1, and K-Morse's was a 35.5. And actually the fastest driver of the entire field at the current moment is ESR Chef. He's actually put the gap up to 2 seconds out to Flip, so he's putting in some very good lap times. And here we go, we've got a very good show of Champs right behind K-Morse.
Yeah. I think
he was on the inside, but didn't think too much of it.
Yeah, I think he made the right decision right there on backing out of that on the last second. Every time I've tried that move, I've ended up in the barrier. Yeah, he's really got the pressure on him. How he's managing to keep him fended off at this point, I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, everyone, the whole field really is still, from what I can see in the timings, it looks like everybody is still really tight. What is that? Red and Interceptor right out of second. Oh. Oh, Bowie's getting it. No. Oh, he almost had that move done.
So close.
That was so close. He almost had that move. I think if he had committed down the inside of that turn, he may have got it. Oh, now I get it. There was no use in him committing to the pass. He was going to go in the pit anyway. I think I still would have gone for the pass just to let the driver in front of me know that I could pass him, just for that intimidation factor.
Pretty much, yeah.
Everybody's still right on top of each other. The biggest gap is really at the bottom of the field, where a few of the drivers had a little bit of incidences. But Bowie, now I'm a little confused on Allo Champs coming in. I didn't see any damage to his car. It didn't look like. We're only 17 laps in out of the 50. Maybe just a really early
two-stop.
pit.
It's going to be the next one at the 30, so he's going to make it.
Okay.
I don't know, 16 is 32, plus 16 is going to be 84.
Oh, flip.
And it's 50 laps. So it's... Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's going to be just around where everybody's going to try and do the two stops now.
No, I did not think about that. That actually makes a lot of sense. And yeah, flip looks like he may be going to go for the same pit strategy. He's going in already as well. So I guess we can safely assume that the drivers that are pitting now definitely are running the soft tires.
Yeah, definitely. I think they are. And I think that the degradation of the tires are just a little bit too bad to try and continue on a little bit further. They're already pitting now.
Yeah, and Joe's in the chat. He's agreeing with you, Bowie, about Chef's 2+ second lead. Chef is really pulling it home tonight. God, if he wasn't going to end up, if I wasn't so sure he was going to end up on the podium, he would get my vote for driver of the day. But I think so far for me, I'm eyeing Solo Solita for my vote for driver of the day, because I believe he will finally manage to get on the podium, and he really is a good driver. He's got great pace. Either him or K-Morse, one or the other. I really can't decide.
I think for now I'm gonna go with red, to be honest.
Oh, why you gotta keep making such great points? Oh, I'm already indecisive. I mean, that's why I've already started out with like 2 or 3 to start with.
I mean, red is pretty much just filling in for Sig, and he's already driving in P2. Well, P3, but P2.
And the way he's going, if Red only goes for the one pit strategy, he could end up right there on the top, I think. I'm very curious at this point to see what kind of pit strategy Chef is going to go for. If he's going to go for the one pit or the two. Though he was Sig's teammate. So, and we know Sig is fantastic with fuel management, figuring out exactly what you need, and everything else. So I'm pretty sure he's helped coach Chef a little bit on when to pit on this. So could be very interesting.
Well, in the meantime, we've actually missed the opening fast for the Solita next there. It was a very good time. He's putting in 4 zeros, and so the Solita's putting in 134 5s. And he's just gone past P8 right now, so Faster's putting in very good times in the meantime as well.
Well, Joanna, I hate to see that you got to go back to work, but you enjoy, well, I was fixing to try to tell you to enjoy going to work, but I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But try to enjoy your day, and yeah, we'll definitely see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in and keeping us a little bit of company.
Yeah.
Wow, it looked like Solo is still carrying a little bit of damage. Maybe he didn't get his... Maybe... Oh!
Oh!
Son of a...
I think you just cursed him.
I was fixing to say, Solo, you can send me a message after the race, send me a DM, cuss me out for that. I will take sole responsibility for that. That was definitely a commentator's curse. Oh, man. I'm still rooting for him for driver of the day, though.
Yeah, he's going in. He's got a little bit too damage from.
Yeah, I think that had to have really hurt his front suspension. Oh,
It looks
no.
really bent.
Pete, I don't think Joe scared Joanna off.
I think it actually.
Oh, man, that was very unfortunate for Solo right there. He's been having a really good run too, having some good pace.
He was, yeah. I actually don't know what happened. I just looked back for a split second, and when I look back, I see him straight on going towards the tire barrier.
Yeah, I wasn't
a lock or something just under here. I don't know what.
That's what I was thinking. When I looked up, he was literally headed straight for it. It must have been a tire lockup or something right there. Because it looked like he wasn't able to even get the car to start turning until right before he hit that tire barrier.
Yeah. Can I, by the way, also give a shout out to that marshal behind that long left-hander? He has been waving that flag for pretty much the entire now. Every camera goes by, he's waving it. Or is it just me?
I'm not sure. I think he has been waving that flag the entire time. So he's trying to warn them.
Yeah, but actually, we're gonna spectate Aguilera. He's coming up to it right now. You got the long right-hander. Come to the left hand. As soon as he goes through to the camera and the side screen, the wave flag. The right side.
Oh no!
He's giving that the entire radio.
Oh, on my screen, he wasn't waving the flag this time on my screen.
For me, he's been waving that for entire. Must have very far.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, so they're for 50 laps waving a flag is definitely going to wear you out.
And I can tell you that from experience. That very, very.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of breakup from your mic.
Yeah, my internet is not the best.
Oh, well, thankfully it did manage to let you stay in the session. God, I feel so bad for the couple of drivers that got disconnected right at the start. But you know, I really want to say better at the start than at the end, but I really don't think there's a great time for a disconnection at any time in the race. Oh, faster as he's going to try to go down the inside.
I think he
is.
Look at that big wing. Holy.
That thing is huge. I love it.
Oh, the dirty air. There. You need to live. I will try.
Oh, that was a beautiful run through the... Oh, I was fixing to say beautiful run through the chicane, but he just barely did catch on to the outside there.
Oh, hey, flip. Here you go. Flip. On the outside. He off. Goes out. Oh, man. Still.
They are still side by side.
Still by side. Right there. That was amazing. Amazing overtake by Flip there. New tires, of course.
Yeah, and we did see Flip pit earlier, so I'm gonna assume that he probably grabbed him some nice fresh tires, so he should have a good bit more grip.
Still, was a very, very good day.
Yeah, it was. That's a very tricky corner to go around the outside. Oh, Jay Morse looked like he hit the gas just a little too early there. that one turn that has been getting a lot of the drivers tonight, Bowie.
Actually, it's a good time right now. The lap he won, the lap for his flip, he put in the the race, so it was a 32.5 or something. It's 8 times faster than first lap. Oh, it's put very good times at the moment. And in the meantime, it's going to Solita and Mike with fortunately, the slowest lap times. Mike putting in a 1:47, and Solita was also a 47, I believe. And I think Mike actually got a penalty there. Get the history to see what happened. Yeah, Mike actually got a penalty. Wow.
Oh, holy crap. Yeah, 10-second penalty that's pretty big for this early in the race, though we are starting to get about halfway through, actually. Oh, Chef's coming on in through the pit.
He's gonna be doing the one stop. He is gonna be doing the one stop. This is very interesting.
I believe Chef is gonna really, as long as he keeps doing exactly what he's doing, he keeps it on the track, keeps a nice clean race, he's gonna be good. I believe he will take this for the win. I'm really hoping we're just kind of seeing a glitch there. And, oh, yeah, we got Bowie coming in and out.
Also gone.
Yeah. I'm hoping we're seeing a glitch, Bowie, and Chef is actually taking tires.
Yeah, I think he's taking tires.
I think he is. The animation, I think, just isn't going through, but I'm pretty sure with that extra time he sat there, he did take the tires. So where is that going to
Can I also point out, our Chef is now coming into turn 2. Flip is now coming into the chicane. Flip needs to do another pit stop. And he's not too far in front of ESR Chef. So I think ESR Chef is going to make this race just in time.
I believe he is. I believe once everybody else starts getting their pit stops in, I believe Chef is going to find himself right back out on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be.
In the meantime, pretty much all the drivers are putting in some very good lap times in the meantime, by the way. Like the back runners, the Alochamps, Mike, Gure, and Solita are doing in 1:33s. While in the meantime, the guys up front, Red, Intercept, and Egulator, are doing 1:35s.
Really is right there on top of what we saw everyone doing in qualifying, so we're not seeing a huge difference between their qualifying time and actual race time, which for me, my qualifying time and my actual lap time usually vary tremendously. Somehow or another, I'm always faster in the race than I actually am during qualifying.
Yeah, I have that the same as well. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I can't get out there and hot lap. I'm just no good at it.
I'm starting to get better and better at it, but it's not much.
No, it's something I need to improve on. I need to learn how to be able to run a decent qualifying. Oh,
look at this.
Is this an actual battle for position?
Back to the bumper camera. I mean, come on.
Oh, he's right on top of him.
Chef just not letting Haymores pass. It's a very good run from Chef through the chicane there.
Yeah, Chef was definitely doing some great defensive moves right there. He's got himself back up into 6th.
And so does Slita in as well. Yeah, Chef is now in 6th again, yeah.
Yeah, he's
in the meantime, Faster is out of the pits, and so does Slita is now pitting as well, so... We've got a few guys doing the 2 stops, but a lot of people doing the 1-stop strategy here, so... Yeah, and in the meantime, we've actually got our substitute driver, Red, leading the race.
But he has not pitted yet, I don't believe.
He has not pitted, no.
And I'm not sure. I know in the GT3s we are required to do a pit stop. We have to do a pit stop. We have a fuel level regulation we can carry to help ensure we make a pit stop. I'm not sure on the Ferraris or not, but
I think according to the longer races, I mean, it is a 1.5 hour race pretty much. I think they
Yeah.
just have to do at least one stop.
That's what I was
Especially with the
saying.
tires.
Well, I was thinking that I don't think they can carry quite enough fuel to make it to the end.
No. Oh, in the meantime, we see Mike and Faster now right behind each other. And Faster has just come in, so...
Mike really doesn't want to let him go, though. He's really trying to keep up with him. It is important.
I think
in this
Mike
track
is pitted
to stay in
either
that
as well,
slipstream.
so...
Yeah, no. I think you're right. I don't think he has. 26 laps out of the 50, so we're just over halfway. We know Flip was on a two-stop. So
yes.
What did you say? Somewhere around 32 laps, we should see the guys on the two-stop strategy come back in again?
Yeah, I think around 32, 35. That's going to be around the two-stop laps, I think. Oh, there we go. Flip having a very good run in the last turn. Trying to get
Oh, yes!
past Hiker, and he does.
Oh, that was a very nice move down the inside.
And Interceptor and Red are now into the pits. So we're interested to see where Chef is right now. He's not already past finish line, so he's already back in front.
Yeah, he's already... Yeah, that put him into fourth. And
the others are still in the pits.
Oh, yeah.
There goes Red. Red is rolling out right now. He was about 26 seconds behind, or 6 seconds behind, I don't know. But he was 16 seconds behind ESR Chef. But Chef is already in the chicane. And the others are not even out of the pits yet. So that's... wow.
It's not the longest pit in out of all the tracks, but Watkins Glen definitely does not have a very short pit by any means whatsoever. I'm very curious to see how this works out with their pit strategies and everything. Oh, Joanna says she's at work but watching. Oh, thanks, Joanna. I appreciate it.
What?
Oh, Joanna, once she got into work, she tuned back in so she could finish watching the race and keep us a little bit of company.
Oh, oh, that's nice.
That's some dedication right there.
I think we should also just take a moment to see that Agulator is actually running up front right now, even though he hasn't pitted yet. He is leading the race, so he's having a very good race in the meantime as well. I think he's going to be dropping back around P5, P6 once he's passed by the other top 5 drivers, but still having a very good race.
Oh, yep, and Hodgker's gone on into the pit, allowing ESR to move up into 3rd and Alachamp's into 4th. Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
And I think Red and Interceptor as well now getting passed, I think. Yeah, there he goes. Red and Interceptor now passed as well.
Oh, Pete once again
And
saying
now,
go Agulator.
Actually, got another overtake coming in. Flip now going for the lead. This is going to be crucial. He's going to be putting up the pace again. Very good stuff from him. Now he needs to be putting a lot of consistent laps before he gets into the pits. Because Flip's last lap was a 33.2 and Chef's last lap was a 33.5.
Oh, and Flip giving us a nice little flash there, too. He's saying, yeah, I know that was a good move around there. It looked like Agulator's tires are starting to give him a little bit of trouble there, though. I noticed he did get off to the side a little bit going down the straight, it was a really odd spot. So the only thing I could think of maybe was he was still trying to get some grip out of coming out of that last turn or something.
I think he was actually just trying to let Flip pass. I mean, I think he knew that his tires were gone, and battling Flip with pretty much
just pointless
decent tires until he goes out is just pointless. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to make that choice. I think that's one of the things that makes the difference between a amateur driver like myself or the more pro drivers, is knowing when to make that call. Like I said, me, amateur driver, I make that call terribly. I will stay out there and battle you to the end with, even if it means absolutely no tires and no gas in my car.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Interceptor and red going at it. Oh, they are right behind each other.
Oh, Interceptor definitely has him
This
in
is
the
for
hot
P5.
seat.
This is for P5, last spot in the top 5, and he's passed. He is passed. That was a very good lap. Very good, clean overtake on the straight there.
Bowie, I have to admit, I really thought Red 15 was going to challenge him going through that chicane, and we were going to see him go side by side through there.
I think he actually was, but given the fact that Interceptor had so much speed coming into that on that straight, pretty much halfway down the straight, he was already past red. So you can just see how much faster his setup is on the straights. In the meantime, Aguilera is going into the pits as well. It moves ESR Chef into second. And we can see that the gap from Flip to ESR Chef is 13.5 seconds. 14 seconds, just about there. So that would mean that if Flip is going to pit right now, Chef is going to be P1 once again.
Unless Flip just pitted early, so he just on the sure intent of staying out for the distance. He may have pitted and took a really big fuel load and maybe some hard tires to stay out. That's one of the things I kind of wish we could bring up on Project Cars was to see what tires and stuff they're running. And that would give
Unfortunately, that's not this case.
Yeah, it really isn't, but it really would give us a huge insight on being able to predict what the outcome of some of the pit strategies are going to be.
Yeah.
Of course, though, some of the drivers also watch the stream,
Fortunately,
so they can
Project Cars
try
is
to
not
listen
that good.
to us. Yeah. It shines in so many places, though.
True. I'm just curious, if I select the splits like this, what does it do?
Oh, we got a little banner. It puts a splits banner on the bottom of the screen, but it'll only show the split between the top 5. We were going to originally start leaving it up there because we like trying to show the splits, but then we figured out that it won't scroll through all of them. It'll only show the splits for the top 5.
Ah, right, okay. Want me to leave it in then, just for fun, or does it not work?
No, my graphics actually cover about half of it up anyway.
Oh, okay. That's not gonna work then.
Yeah.
Well, there goes my idea.
Yeah. No, it was something we had tried to work with originally, and we tried to go with it. And like I said, as soon as we noticed that it was only sticking on the top 5, then it was just kind of like, well, all right, well, that's kind of pointless. Well, not really pointless. It does give you a nice split between the top 5, but if it had actually been a scroll that scrolled through and showed the split between for all the drivers, it would have been really nice to have on screen.
Yeah.
So instead, we have to try to keep up with it manually for everybody. Oh, Harry Buddha says, when's the rain coming? I believe I saw in the forecast they were going to transition into heavy clouds. I don't think we're going to see any rain, but you know how it is with GAVRA Racing. You really never really know. We could end up seeing a little rain right at the end. I kind of hope
that is true.
I love Watkins Glen in the rain. It is absolutely fantastic to drive in the conditions. As long as you know where to avoid.
Yeah, pretty much.
That way, it doesn't look like K-Morse is still yet to fix the front of his car. Has he? He hasn't pitted though yet. Has he? I don't think he has.
He has. Yeah, he has.
Oh, he has. Oh.
Yeah. I think their team pretty much just focused on the damage on the suspension and such. That
And-
the outside was not that big of a deal. Because
guess-
if I look at the front right now, it doesn't seem that bad. I mean, everything is still there. It's just a little bit bent. The hood, that is, the carbon that's around. So I think they're just focused on the suspension and all the other details to try and get it going again. So it just functions normally, apart from looking normally.
I believe that. No, it was Solo that hit the wall so bad that definitely took a lot of suspension damage.
Yeah. I also must say, we gotta mention it somehow, I think. Solo Solita is right now 5 minutes behind P1. So big thanks, I think, for anyone right now still staying there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that right there just earned him my vote for driver of the day. Because he's already had a lot of trouble with that turn, with a couple of these turns, and lost his car and had to go.
I think what I said earlier, that he just went a little bit too fast through the chicane. That made him just lose it and drop to the left in the tire barrier. I think that's what happened.
It doesn't look like he's got a front tire. Oh, no, he doesn't.
No, his front left is gone.
Oh, massive respect right now for Solo Solita for getting. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying his damnedest to get back around to the pit so he can finish the race. And I have so much respect for him right now for trying to get it back there and to do that. There are so many drivers that would have. Well, you know what they would have done, Bowie. They'd have disconnected and dropped out of the race in a heartbeat.
Definitely, yeah.
Especially.
I've done it myself as well,
God.
but
Yeah. Holy Harry Buddha, Bowie! I swear I just saw a drop of rain. And there was that another? There's one on the screen. We've got some drops on the camera.
Harry Buddha called it.
Yeah,
Buddha called it.
Joanna's agreeing. Yeah, Solo's carrying so much damage.
David, you've just said it.
And I don't remember seeing it. I called myself. Bowie, you saw me checking the weather in the lobby.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing rain in the forecast, but these guys do have three slots instead of 2.
Now, if Flip can just manage this pace right now until it gets too wet and everybody has to change to wets, he might still have a chance to win this race.
He could, because he'll be getting in there. A lot of these guys aren't going to be expecting the rain right now, but
because this is now lap. They're going to go on to lap 30 right now, so that means that Flip is going to be pitting quite soon. Or they actually are going to be on 35 soon.
Yeah.
So that means they hit that his pit stop is coming pretty fast. So if the rain is just getting that bad that he has to switch to wets, that means Chef has to as well. Well, that would mean that Flip still maintains that 12-second lead.
That's exactly what I was just thinking, Bowie. This could hurt Chef and work out very well into Flip's 2 pit stop strategy here. And yeah, Joanne, I see what you're saying in the chat. A full lap of Le Mans with a car like that that'd be real. That's a long track to have to do a lap with a tore up car to get back to the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah, everybody, keep your eye out for who y'all want to pick for driver at the day. Like I said earlier, this week y'all get free pick, please try not to pick someone on the podium. Part of the driver of the day is giving some props to all the other drivers that don't manage to get on the podium, because all the drivers do a fantastic job. We don't have a bad driver in the lot at GAVRA Racing, in my opinion.
For now, going for driver of the day out of the podium guys, or outside of the podium guys, it's definitely going to be Red.
Yeah, Red's having a hell of a race. And
He's doing better than Sig is doing when he is racing.
Yeah, and Harry Buddha just commented that here comes the rain good. Yeah, it's starting to pick up really good.
Here comes the rain down in Africa.
15 laps left. I don't know, Bowie. If it doesn't pick up real hard soon, which it's looking like it's really picking up pace, I don't know. Do you think some of the drivers could manage to stay out on the slicks?
If it's gonna keep going like this, and you can definitely see that it's gotten worse since the beginning of the drops that you said. I've always told myself that as soon as you see the spray coming from your car behind your car, that's the point that you have to start doing a pit stop.
See, now
That's the point where it starts getting too worse.
and that was always one of Fana's lines that always stuck out to me really big. Oh, as we've got a car with the flotation devices on there, as we can see, it looks like, who's that in the lead there in the...
That's Agulator.
Agulator's got the hover tires on. He's playing it very smart in the rain. But yeah, Fana always said, he said, don't ever take your wet tires until you start to see some spray.
Yes. So I'm gonna have to say that Flip's lap time has now dropped pretty much a full second since his last lap's one. So it's either the rain really picking up right now, or it is just his tires is getting really old now.
I think well, he should be... Well, you said about lap 36 he should have to pit, so that would put him...
I said 32.
Oh, 32, then yeah, he is really pushing... He's got to be trying to stay out so he'll be able to take the wets without burning those up, which...
Definitely, yeah.
That's going to be key for him. So yeah, Bowie, he's really pushing the limit of his softs. He can't have much tire left at all at this point.
In the meantime, we're just spectating a great battle between Jur and Agulator for P9. This is just great to see. Right behind each other on slicks during the rain that's pouring down. This is great to see.
Yeah, Guri is trying to make himself a really good comeback, though. Agulator on those hover tires, I think, has a slight advantage with the rain, though, seeing as how...
Well, it's not even his tires, it's his complete car that's hovering.
Yeah. So surely the rain isn't affecting him too much, but, I mean...
I think he'll do fine if he stays like that. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna keep floating, then his tires won't be a problem as well.
Yeah. So
there's somebody spun around there.
Oh, that would be... Oh, that is gonna be Solo again. I believe. Solo or K-Morse, I believe it was. Oh, no, which one was it? It's hard. Are they right there together?
There he is.
Oh,
it's
Solo.
Again.
I feel so bad for Solo. He is doing his damnedest to make sure he finishes this race off. I have to say, Bowie, I have so much respect for Solo at this moment. Agulator, not so much. He's flying around the track. If anyone ever wondered, will these cars fly? There's your answer.
Yeah.
Yes, they will.
Now, in the meantime, also, that we switched to Solo.
Who is that? Was that Interceptor? Mike?
That's Manic.
Manic UK's lost the front of his car coming around through there. Oh.
I think that the rain is pouring down at this point.
Yeah, I think they're really trying to push their slicks a little too far. I think everybody's got at about the end of their life of the tires, and they're trying to stay out. Oh, Manic also losing a whole front tire and his front clip.
No, it doesn't seem like he's putting on wets yet. Doesn't seem like it, at least, so...
Oh, some of the drivers may not have planned for this. And some of them, Manic could be having to go with a oh shit pit strategy here. Oh, this could be very detrimental to his race right here. Oh, man.
Oh, there we go. Adult Chaps is going in.
This is going to have a hell of an impact right here at the very end of the race.
Now, also to point out, in the last 5 laps, their lap times have gone from 33s to 36s. So the rain is definitely taking its toll now for the lap times.
Yeah, on my camera, it is really starting. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pouring down on my camera at the moment.
Yeah. You can also see the multiple people now going into the pits. It was faster before, or Adult Champs before. Now faster is also in the pits. There's already people switching it to the wets now. Hiker also in now, so people are definitely just going for the wets now.
Yeah, it looks like they
You're
were.
also in.
I think they were really wanting to try to stay out if they possibly could, but
Also in, K-Mars is in, so everybody's switching it to the wet now. Flip also has come. He's on a side. Our chef is coming in. You see the from the car behind.
oh, yep, yeah, that's Chef having to come in to pit right
There
now.
we-
It's definitely
you
gonna hurt him.
Really see spray. You can see the spray coming off the tires now. The chef starts losing the car. You can see it right there. It's really pouring now. It's really pouring.
Oh yeah, he's got major spray coming off of those tires at the moment. Oh, this is a big monkey wrench in all of the drivers' pit strategy.
Oh, here we go. Chef and Flip right beside each other. He's got.
Oh, this is gonna make for an incredible finish, Bowie. 11 laps left. They came out on the pits on top of each other too.
His our chef just got ahead of Flip there in the top. He was about 10 seconds behind Flip. Flip also, of course, had to pit for the fuel, and Chef didn't, so that definitely got its toll there. This is very interesting to see how everybody's going to be driving during the rain now. Because if Chef is a very good rain driver, Flip is going to be useless. But if they're both very good rain drivers, or Flip is actually better in the rain, it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be better.
In the BMW last season, ESR Chef was absolutely phenomenal in the rain. And so if he can manage to do half as good in this Ferrari in the rain as he did in the BMW, I believe we're going to see Chef hold on to that top position. But Flip really
point
puts
out that the
pressure
BMW
on.
and Ferrari is a really big difference.
Oh, huge difference, massive difference. Definitely not the same cars whatsoever. Yeah, I definitely agree. But Chef does do a good job of holding on to the car in the rain. And Flip is he's keeping up with him. He's keeping that gap right there at 1.4 seconds. This is going to be a really tight finish, I think, between these two.
I think it will be, yeah.
And Interceptor, we just saw Interceptor come in, so he looks like Interceptor may end up with he could end up, if he holds on, he'll end up with third, but Bowie, I think Red 15 in fourth has a decent chance of catching up, though he's almost under pressure.
He's only
from
4
faster.
seconds behind from Interceptor, and only 2 seconds behind Red is faster, so it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be getting P3.
It really is.
Well, Interceptor's going in right now, so...
Oh, so that should end up giving Red a nice... I don't know, he's still got a
Red
battle
is in
for
third.
faster, though. Faster really isn't that far, only 3 seconds behind Red. Red can keep his pace up. I'll agree with you, Bowie. Then Red will have a very good, solid third.
The gap between Red and faster is only 3 seconds, so it's going to be very interesting to see, to take a look at their lap times coming in the last few laps, the last 10 laps actually. So if we see that faster has faster lap times than Red does, it's going to be very tight in the end.
Yeah, this really is. They're gonna these drivers, once again, they're gonna keep me right on the edge of my seat, trying to make sure I get the proper graphics up on the screen for them. I love it when they do this to me. I finally got everything set up so I can somewhat keep up with them, but it still makes it a big challenge. Yeah, Joanna just chimed in the chat. She says that Red is very good in the wet as well, which I agree, Joanna. He's definitely pulling it off. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know to start with. I said earlier that I have not got Sig's replacement driver's graphics made yet. And I believe his replacement is going to be Red 15. So
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, if Red manages to hold on to the third, which I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to hold on, Bowie.
I think he will.
It'll be the proper car, but it will say Sig. So y'all will have to just ignore the part that says Sig. But it will be Red's car. Or y'all can just give Sig props for winning third, not being in the race. I'll leave that up to y'all.
Driver of the
for your
day
own
to a guy that's not
anticipation.
even in a race.
Yeah. Well, third place actually is what it's looking like.
I think I'm gonna have to go with that one then.
Yeah.
I think we gotta get. For me right now, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Red. I mean, he's had a very, very good race from the start on, just jumping to third, having some battles with Interceptor in the meantime, and now maintaining third until the end of the race. It's very good.
It really is. But he is on the podium, so I still... Solo has earned my vote through...
Oh!
Oh, shit! Sorry, y'all. Oh, who was it? Was that Agulator and K-Morse there?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
I think Agulator just got a little bit too excited there coming into the turn. Well, as he does again, he does again.
Oh, the rain is really starting to build up on these on the track here. Yeah, I think
Agulator being a little bit too overconfident, I think. Once again.
Oh.
Once again.
Oh yeah, that grass got him that time. It looks like he's trying to be smart. He's trying to avoid all the apexes and avoid all the puddles and literal lakes that will form on this track. But
yeah,
he may be getting a little too wide on some of these and catching that outside curb.
Even makes me wonder if he even does have wet tires on, to be honest.
Oh, he may not have gone back into the pit and taken tires. He may have decided to stick it out. What's his last lap time? Was a 1:40.
Yeah, there he goes.
Oh yeah, no, he's apparently. I think you're right. He's gonna have to. He's got to go on in and he's gonna have to take some wets. He didn't. Well, how in the hell did he manage to stay out that long on slicks? I have no idea, Bowie.
I mean, he might have had wets from the beginning on, gonna be honest, but he did have a big touch with K-Morse, so he might be pitting for the damage instead. Now, let's look at this. Those are rain tires for sure. And it looks like he's got groove tires on as well, so yeah. He's got groove tires on the car already, so he definitely had wets on. Yeah, like I said, he's just pitted for damage. You can see it. He's already out again.
Very risky to have to pit right here at the end. And let's see, we've got Joe. Joe's giving his vote to Chef and Flip Flip because they have stuck this whole race out and managed to stay literally right there on top of each other, even after getting split up during the middle of the race. And Joanna wants to give her vote to Faster because he started down in 10th and now is in 4th. Faster's been doing a really good job.
It's true that, yeah.
And Joanna, I have to say, thank you for voting for someone not on the podium.
Oh!
Oh!
That's a huge crash!
Oh! And we just had another.
That's a
I can't
huge
look.
crash.
There was another one right behind it. I think whoever was right behind them was that. Oh, yeah,
oh, that's
it was.
Manic and Solo Salita once again.
I think Manic just didn't. He came around that turn full throttle, and there just was literally nowhere for him to go. I had to look away, y'all. I could not look. I'm gonna admit I did not see all of that. I saw it coming. Solo still earns my vote. Oh yeah, that Solo's had a he's had a really bad race. I feel so bad for him. Oh yeah.
His car's legit going sideways in a straight line. He really has a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think his car is literally his car's trashed at this point. Oh. Yeah, that was a bad pileup right there. Right here at the end, 7 laps left. The rain is proven to be detrimental to these guys. Drivers. Sorry, Joanna. I try.
And once again, gotta say it again, Manic now more than 7, probably gonna be 7.5 minutes behind P1. And Solo Solita, 11.5 minutes behind P1, but still staying in the race. Big shout out to those guys, still maintaining to stay in the race.
Yeah.
And also to the pit crew, of course, because instead of the other drivers just not doing anything during the pit stops, and these guys just repairing the car time over time over time.
It is a good thing they have a digital pit crew that doesn't wear out.
Yeah.
And Harry Buddha's in the chat. He is giving his vote for driver of the day to Red.
Yeah, so that's 2 for Red now, because I'm also going for Red.
And yeah, and then Harry Buddha also, yeah, he's talking about Solo's car. It's
yeah.
I think
yeah.
I wouldn't blame him if he did at this point.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hiker and Interceptor. And K-Morse and Gear. Look at that. 4 cars in one picture. Hiker going defensive against the Interceptor into the chicane. And Interceptor wants to get do it, but no, he just can't. Stays right behind Hiker for now. Showing himself on the inside that he is there. And in the back row, you can just see K-Morse and Gear trying to get themselves also into this battle. This is a 4-way battle now, coming into the final 6 laps for P6. This is going to be one hell of a fight. You can see them right there. K-Morse going sideways through the turn. Gear right behind him. This is a great battle to watch.
Well, I have to say, Bowie, if in every race so far this season, these drivers have pulled it out of nowhere and gave us some massive battles right here at the end of the race, which has been absolutely fantastic.
Now look at this. This is Gear. You can see all 4 cars right in front of each other. You can actually see Mike just ahead. Mike in 5th. He's having a great race. The Flying Dutchman was pretty much in 10th a while ago. He's now in 5th, but that's a great race for him. Oh, there we go. Gear on the inside, showing himself. He can't make it stick. Right behind on the ass of K-Morse, just flipping his car up into the sky almost.
Yeah, it looked
doing
like
a small wheelie on the back of K-Morse.
Yeah, I couldn't see.
Really late on the brakes. Oh, just gets tucked right inside. Oh, and he throws it around.
Oh,
he throws it around. That's a shame. That's a real big shame. That's so unfortunate.
That was. Thank you so much, Pete. Glad you enjoy it. We definitely enjoy doing it. And to be honest, if y'all racers didn't put on such a great show for us, we wouldn't be able to do near the job that we do.
Doo-doo.
He beat me to it. As soon as it came out of my mouth.
I'm sorry.
No, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I did. Oh no!
I saw it happen. Mike just went off the track, just ahead. You could probably see it on the stream. Mike just went off track. Interceptor reacted to it by slowing down, making sure that he wouldn't come back on track. And that was Hiker actually. Hiker reacting to it by slowing down, and Interceptor just not realizing what was happening and just hit the back of Hiker there.
I have to say though, that was some fantastic control out of the cars from all 3 drivers. Because that could have ended up very, very badly.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you see Hiker having a very wide turn, trying to stay out of the water, but that shows Interceptor getting almost into it. This is a great battle to watch.
Yeah, I believe Interceptor almost had him down the inside right there. This is a tricky one right here. A small lake literally forms on the inside of that turn.
Oh, and who's that flying by then? He's our chef.
Oh, that's our leader. That's our leader of the race.
That's Chef. Chef is now lapping P7 and P6. Chef is just putting in a great lap.
He really is.
Chef is putting up an 8-second gap in the last probably 6 to 10 laps. That's amazing.
And look at Red also. Red, about 34 seconds behind Flip Flip. Flip Flip's pulling an amazing lead out from Red. Flip Flip has managed to come out and put in some really good pace right here at the end.
In the meantime, we're still looking at this great battle because Mike is just up ahead, Hiker right behind, Interceptor right here, and now, oh, what was that? Was that gear?
It was. It looked like he got a little sideways, but did a fantastic job of holding on to his car. And y'all, I have to say,
that was amazing.
Yeah, and I have to say, I just looked at the bottom of the grid. Solo has fixed his car and came back out on track. Everyone, that is commitment right there. That is pure commitment and determination from a GAVRA driver. Man, so much respect for me right now for Solo. I myself am not gonna lie. I want to quit. Holy!
Did
he got it?
He did it.
He did it.
He got it.
He got it. I was like you. All I could do was look. I couldn't say anything. I had everything clenched. I was about to break my controller. Oh, but Guri's gonna try to take it back.
Guri's gonna try and do it also. Interceptor took Hiker on the outside. Now Hiker loses another spot to Gur. And almost losing it actually, Hiker there.
Yeah, it looks like he got a little bit loose there. I think that inside puddle may have got him there. I tell you, right here at the, right here at the end of the race, none of these drivers are disappointing whatsoever. Hey, look at this. They've got me and Bowie super excited right here. 3 laps left. This is amazing, Bowie.
Yeah. So everybody, if you haven't decided already, please tell me what your driver of the day is right now, because this is turning into a great race. Just the last quarter of a race just turned nuts, pretty much. And Joanna also now saying it in the chat, max respect to Solo Solita. Yes, indeed. Actually looks like we've actually lost another driver there. We've now gone to 12 drivers.
Oh, yeah, we did lose another driver.
Who was that also in the back?
I can't remember who it was.
I think it was Manic, wasn't it? Manic UK. Yeah, we lost Manic UK.
Yeah, because we still got Mike. Mike and K-Morse are the only drivers with a penalty at the moment.
Yeah.
So, he had a really bad collision as well. That's right, he also lost the entire front of his car and a tire. That's right, I remember that. Yes, I'm going to look through the chat here, Bowie, and let you talk, and I'm going to try and get a count on what they've got so far for the driver of the day.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we're expecting a great battle between Gur and Interceptor. And to be honest, I didn't expect these names to be called out in the same sentence, to battle in it. But Interceptor, pretty much gone back to Project Cars 1, where he was still known as Broken Arrow. He's a great driver in any car that he drives, gonna be honest. And Guri, gonna be honest, last season the BMWs wasn't one of the best drivers, but he is now showing a really, really good pace in the race. Just pretty much 2/10 behind Interceptor. There's a great battle between the two of P6. So this is gonna be an amazing. Oh, he's right behind him, almost touching him, going into that left-hander. This is great to see. Guri having so much confidence in the rain. This is just amazing to see, gonna be honest. This is pretty much like watching Ayrton Senna drive a Ferrari Red Bull on Watkins Glen in the rain. This is amazing.
Yeah, this really is. And just to update everybody real fast, it looks like so far Red has 2 votes and the other guys basically have 1. I've got 1 for Solo, Joe has 1 for Faster. So it looks like, yeah,
Can I split my votes as well, because I've got multiple drivers now rooting for one for me, to be honest.
Oh, so you can, well, if you change yours, then it could be 1 for everybody, and then we'll need a tiebreaker in the chat.
Well, the thing is, I really think Red deserves it for being a substitute that he's just driving on the podium, but also to Mike, because Mike has been pretty much in the lower top 10s all beginning of the race, but just having a P5, top 5, just ahead of this battle, the two battle going on. But also for Gure. Gure is having a great battle in the race, in the rain, showing himself that he does great. So, and to be honest, anybody could have this.
Yeah, see, I'm almost with Pete. That's what I was just. Pete says he couldn't pick, and I have to agree that we don't have a driver on track tonight that has not literally killed it.
No. Well, probably solo to be. There's Gure.
Oh God. He barely did hold on to it right there.
That must have thrown his confidence off, for sure.
Yeah, but we are right here at the end, though.
The final lap, actually.
Yep. Yeah, so y'all hurry up. Give me a sticker to put on this driver of the day, everybody watching. Or
I'm going to say Mike.
You want to say Mike?
I'm going to say Mike.
All right, y'all. So that divides us all up. Most of the drivers have one. I can give y'all about 30 seconds.
In the meantime, we've got Chef now coming into the final turns after 50 laps of this amazingly incredible race around Watkins Glen. From a very interesting strategy race, from just a rain race in the end. Great job for him, having a great win. Really showed the pace there.
Oh, look, he is so happy amazing. Too.
The Interceptor gets the P6, P5 in there. Gets it. I get lost positions.
Oh yeah, all the drivers very happy.
Everybody very happy. So Sleep mowing the lawn a little bit there. This is a great race. This was a great race to watch. At least for me, it was.
Oh no, yeah, this has been a fantastic race. We had a short break of maybe about 15 minutes into the race, and then it just. Oh, did he get that wall again? Oh, poor Solo.
He's lost steering.
Yeah, and car is impossible to handle just about without a rear wing. I have to say though, much respect for Solo.
Come on.
So much respect for Solo for sticking it out. Oh, and Chef just said that he won this one for Fana. Yeah, Chef was Fana's favorite driver.
I think you deserve this one more than anyone else after the spectacular race from our point of view. It's a great race. I think this was. To be honest, I think we could just say I think Fanta would have loved this race as well.
Oh yeah, he'd have loved this race. All right, I guess if you wanna.
That rounds it out. The winner of today's race is gonna be dedicated his roots on only to ball. Flip running second, and Red surprisingly in third. Great race. Faster and Interceptor having also a great race, running in fourth and fifth. Guri having a great race, sixth position there. Hiker never. Mike, a good race. Kimmore's in ninth, Agitator in 10th, Allo Champs in 11th, Solo Sleet in 12th, Manic in 13th, unfortunately retired during this F4 on retired beginning.
Yep. Man, yeah, Bowie, I have to say that was that was incredible.
I'm just gonna shout it out right now. I don't know if Chef is still here in the chat, but if he is willing to come into Discord and talk with us.
I believe we can. Chef, I don't know if Chef knows how to use the Discord.
I don't know either.
Or not. Let me see.
If Chef is still here, please join us because we really want to hear what you think of this last race.
Yeah, I'm looking right now to try to figure out, because I know there's a way for us to actually be able to do a three-way call.
Yeah.
And so let me see if I can get that done real quick.
But in the meantime, I'm just going to talk about anything else, to be honest. Yeah, I think we've said enough about this race, to be honest. It was just crazy from the beginning on. It was interesting to see what the tire strategies were going to be, the fuel strategies, the entire pit strategies actually would be. Who's going to do the one stop? Who's going to do the two stop? And especially with the rain in the end, it would really throw everybody off their current pit stop strategies. You could just see that Chef had a great run during the entire race, putting in a great lap times actually, catching up to Flip, who was leading the race during the second stint. But because Flip just had to pit for extra fuel, he had to put the extra fuel in his car. He lost the P1 during the pit stop phase. And I think if Flip would have gone out just in front of Chef, he would have had a very difficult time actually to get past Flip. And for the rest of the race, it was quite interesting to see how everybody was faring up against the rain. Especially, just gonna say it again, Gary having a great race in the rain really showed his pace there. But also for Mike and Kmart, who really showed that they do and can be very competitive in the rain.
Yep, let's see. So Chef is in the Discord. I just messaged him real quick. And so what we may do, Bow, if he's up for it.
Right, that's good.
If he, let's see, I'm waiting to hear back from him, and just it shouldn't take him but just a second. If he's up for it, what we can do is we can jump. We'll leave the call that we're in, and we'll jump over into the general chat room.
Exactly, yeah.
And then
in the meantime, we're just going to talk about
yeah.
the other championships then.
Or yeah, or actually, I tell you what, if you just want to go ahead and wait a minute, I already got a response from Chef.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
All right, let me tell him.
Oh, he's already in the general chat, so.
Oh, is he? If he's in there, then all we have to do is, yeah, all we got to do is click on it, and we'll jump in there as well. So, Bowie, I will see you right in there. Hey, Chef, how you doing?
Hi, I'm dead.
Oh, I imagine that was a very exhausting race, but I have to say, your pace tonight was incredible. You seem to have found your rhythm again.
Yeah, I don't know where this comes from. It comes out from nowhere. I practiced a lot this week, and maybe that's it.
Well,
I remember it from last season as well in the BMWs. I had the chance to race in the BMWs with you guys on Sonoma in the rain. And I got to tell you, really showed your pace in the rain back then as well. So I think we're going to see a new rain special here in the GAVRA League then, because you really are fast in the rain.
Well, yes, maybe my rain pace is back. I lost it in the BMW championship somewhere. Tonight it was all good, and yeah, I'm so happy to win this. After my first two races, I totally, yeah, this was nothing. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, no, your pace
we said it in the stream as well.
topic.
That in the last 10 laps, in the last 10 laps when the rain started happening, you managed to pull a gap from pretty much nowhere because you just overtook Flip in the pit stop strategy, just about. And in 10 laps, you pretty much just made that gap up until 8-9 seconds. So really big shout out to that one then.
Yeah, and there were times I could have been a lot faster, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to lose the race. And yeah, and the back markers were there, and I don't want to to crash into someone.
Yeah.
Well, Chef, I have to ask. It didn't look like many other drivers expected the rain at the end, and it looked like you had a very solid one pit stop strategy. How bad did the rain at the end mess you up? I mean, obviously it didn't mess you up too bad. You still won, but obviously it hurt your strategy just a little bit.
Yeah, in the lobby it looked like there's no rain. There were only two weather slots and no rain, and I hoped for no rain in the end, so I didn't change my strategy. And then I saw the first raindrops, and I thought, oh no, fuck. It was in front, and I thought that's where I lost the race. And then I came out of the pit, so 1 or 2 tenths in front of him.
Yeah.
And I hope to stay in front. Yeah.
Well, you did a great
I
job. What was that, Bailey? He ended up with about a 9-second lead at the end, I believe.
I think it was just about 10 seconds that you had a gap up to Flip in the end.
Yeah, so something about this.
Yeah.
It was actually, it was incredible. That was some great pace out there tonight.
I didn't watch that too much because I just had to keep my car on the track.
Yeah.
Tricking it up.
And we've seen it in the dry as well, where this car is just a beast to drive in. A little bit too early on the throttle, or just a little bit over the track in the grass, and you spin around. So I can't even imagine how you guys are faring up against it with these conditions in the rain.
The first stint was awesome. Flip was, I don't know, 15 or 20 laps in my back, and we were more or less 1 or 2 seconds, and I sweated a lot.
Oh, and I'm looking in the Ferrari Discord room right now, and it looks like at 13 minutes before the race started, Sig posted that the slot 3 was going to be light rain, and I think all of us missed that.
Yeah,
I think nobody would have counted on that either.
Yeah.
No,
it did make for a great finish, though, I have to say.
Yeah, it was one of the best races I ever have driven, and I loved it.
I mean, we saw it from the practice on. We saw, I think you as well, and some other drivers just right behind each other in the top 5 that we pretty much have never seen in this championship before so high. So we already were looking forward to a very different kind of race because we knew Flip and Interceptor would be quite fast. We're seeing you, and I believe it was Dr. Fiend as well, right up at the top. It was just incredible to see. And just seeing this race unfold was, I think from both of us, just incredible to see.
Yeah, no, it really was. The talent out on the track tonight was top notch. I think you'd be very hard pressed to find much more talent out there than the drivers that we had the pleasure watching tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems I didn't took this championship too serious in the beginning because Sig had his disconnects, and he said he drives for fun and don't want to win anything here. And now, yeah, I'm back, and my new teammate is really fast, really good, and I think maybe we can make some other good races. I hope so.
Well, I think you two are definitely going to claw your way right up the field here, because it definitely seems you have got your feet up under you pretty good in the Ferrari now.
I hope so. Next week is Kota. I hate this track. Let's see what we can do there.
It is a difficult track. I do have to say that. I'm not looking forward to it myself.
I think Kota is going to be very, very difficult as well, indeed. Especially the first sector with the twisty turns, the left, right. I think it's going to be very challenging, especially over such a long race, I think.
Yeah, it really will. I think I've only raced there once or twice, and both times were very difficult. Parts of the track are really good. You can really run with, but yeah, some of it is very technical turns.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, Bowie, I guess that's about our show then.
Yeah, I think so either. I think, well, Chef, if you've anything left to say to the stream to everybody watching, then I think this is your chance.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. I hope this was not the best I've shown. I hope there's something more to come. And yeah, keep watching.
Well, thanks so much for jumping in for the interview. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to. Hopefully we'll be able to start getting some of the other drivers to get in the Discord chat from the interviews. You'll have to spread the word on, which you did last time. You spread the word on how easy it actually was to get on here with us. Hopefully we can get some of the other drivers to to figure out just how easy it actually is, and we can start getting me and Bowie start getting an interview after every race.
Yeah.
Well, I guess from me, Chef, thank you so much for the interview. Thanks for the viewers. Everybody, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the links below for the Discord and the Patreon if you wish to support us. And Bowie, I will leave it with you.
Yeah, I think you rounded up pretty much. Everything is in the Discord and the description down below. And I think Monday and Tuesday will be the Formula One events, I believe. And then from Wednesday, it's going to be Ginettas. Next week, same time again, it's going to be the Ferraris, of course. And don't forget, tomorrow, the GT3s will be running on Alton Park, which is going to be one hell of a race. I've seen the times from everyone. It's a very tight and twisty track. So it's going to be a very interesting race to see. And I hope to see everyone next time again in the next stream.
All right. Well, everyone, y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye.